So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the love, and you are welcome back to this channel. Today's topic of discussion is, why do you go to church? So first and foremost, I'm going to start by addressing our prayer walk with God, right? I think personally that as a believer, it is essential that you take out time to analyze your Christian journey, analyze how well you've been doing, sit down and reflect. Okay, this is how my spiritual life has been this entire year. It has been awesome. I have really taken time to, worship, to pray, to study the word, to listen to God. Generally, as human beings, when we come to the end of the year or the end of a quarter month or end of half a month, we take time to evaluate our businesses, our relationships, how well we've been doing. But a lot of times, most people don't take out time to evaluate their relationship with God. Or how has my spiritual life been? Has it been great? Do I have good relationship with God? Have I consistently loved on God? Have I consistently, seek God and do His biddings in studying His word and everything that I need to do as a believer? So this video is a gentle reminder, that it's the end of the year 2023. And like I said earlier, God has been super, super faithful. So it's a time to also reflect on your spiritual journey from the beginning of this year up until this very point. The question for you today is, have you been going to your father's house? Because that's what it is, right? Your father's house. And if yes, what are your reasons for going? Now, I have some reasons as to why people go to church, especially in this part of the country. The first reason I have is, people go to church because they grew up going to church. They grew up in a Christian home, and it is mandatory to go to church. So a lot of Christians grew up in church without a proper understanding of what they are doing there. They're just there because it's a routine, it's a family tradition to go to church every Sunday. Yeah, so start yourself. If you're in that category, please do something about it. Okay, you have your Bible, you can pray, just ask him questions. The second reason, I'm saying the second reason because there was a time where I was in that place, right? Growing up as a child, up until my teenage age, we went to church because of our outfits. When you have a new outfit and you're looking all you go to church for that very reason. The fact that you were looking so sweet. Okay, so for me, the first part was that I was going to church at first because it was tradition. In my family, we go to church every Sunday. It's compulsory. Nobody stays at home. Everybody must go to church, right? There's that part, and then there's also the part where I was super excited about what I was wearing. If I was wearing a new dress, hmm. And this to do this thing in my church back then, because I have a Catholic background. So this to do this in my church back then. If you're Catholic, you know that during the offering time, right? Everybody stands up from their seats and you walk down to the altar and you give your offering and then walk back, taking another road, and then you go back to your seats. That was my favorite part of service of mass, because it was a Catholic. Because I would take my time and walk down the aisle. I didn't care that people before me or behind me, but the fact that I was walking and I just felt like wearing a new dress, I'm so fine. I didn't care what the world thought, but I just felt like I was so beautiful. And for me, that was the sweetest part. That I loved that part. See, I think even up until my teenage age, I was still so engrossed with that part of church. I couldn't just wait for it to get to my turn so I can just stand up with my heels. I'll just stand up and take steps, one step after the other, in a catwalking mode. I like girl has to be sharp. But those were like very wrong reasons. And I know that people till date, grown ups, that still go to church for that reason. They just go to church because they have a new outfit. Okay, so why are you not going to church today? I don't have clothes to wear. Now, I don't have clothes to wear means I don't have a new outfit. So whenever they have a new outfit, they go to church. And that's a very wrong reason why a person, a grown up, a child of God should go to church. Singular fact that you don't have a new dress. It's, I mean, I got it all wrong for a long time until the Lord helped me. Until the Lord helped me. Another wrong reason why people go to church is to join community meeting. Yes, I said it. Community meeting. You know, it is what it is. Some people go to church for the sole purpose of joining community meeting so that when they are sick and church does not come to visit them in their houses, they will announce to the whole, they will carry mic like this, my mic, and they will announce it to the entire world. This church is not a good church. This pastor is not a good pastor. I was sick and nobody came to look for me. You know, some people just have this sense of entitlement. Because I come to church, I'm doing the pastor a favor. So when I'm sick, he should run to my house. I'll come and check on me and make sure that I'm fine so that we come to church the next Sunday. But really, that's not what Christianity is about. That's not what going to church is about, right? I'm not saying joining a community or society is wrong. Of course, it's not. But you know, when that's your sole purpose of going to church, now that's where there's a problem, right? You're not even going to seek God, you're not going to fellowship with brethren, you're just there for other ulterior motives. Yeah. Another reason, another wrong reason why people go to church. Some people go to church to do business. Yes, I said it. Some people go to church to do business, buying and selling. They have goods they want to sell. They have, and they're looking for people to sell it to. And church for them is the best place to, look for clients. So they're in church during praise and worship, and they're looking for people. They're walking into the church and they're looking at this sister, this uncle, this brother. He's a future customer. The way I'm looking at him, he would buy my products, right? So some people go to church with that sole purpose. So when they go, they're just like, okay, I'm looking for a client. I'm looking for customers. I'm looking for people to buy. I just want to do business. I want to sell something. And people have been gathered here. People that gathered together to serve God, and you just say, oh, people have gathered, let me come and market my product to them. So yeah, that's another wrong reason why people go to church. I mean, it's not a marketplace. I remember when Jesus destroyed synagogue because they were selling, buying and selling in his father's house, and he came in and got upset and he destroyed everything that they were selling because it was wrong. Church is not a place to buy and to sell. Okay, please, if we're going to church, let's have the right motives. Like I asked earlier, have you been going to church? And if your answer to this question is yes, what has your reason been? What motivates you to go to church? Do you wake up every Sunday and go to church because you love God, you love the Lord, and you are obedient to his word that said, do not forsake the gathering of brethren? It says iron sharpeneth iron. I mean, these are the reasons why we go to church. In the ancient times, when church started, when Christianity started, and they started gathering, the apostles started gathering in a place, it was for edification. They gathered to pray together, and then in turn, as time goes on, they reached out, because the Christian journey is to reach out to people like Jesus did, right? So they also began to reach out to people individually to help them when they have problems. They come together as a body and they helped them. Right? Not that you came and there is no love of God in your heart, and every day you're in church and you're not agreeing, because some people intentionally do not agree to receive the love of God. They are in church, but they're like, when the pastor is preaching, they're like, oh yeah, you please do and calm down. Yeah, that's like a very wrong mindset to have. Um, when you're in church, you should open your heart to God. Know the reasons why you're with God, right? Like I said, for the first For the first category of people, which are those that grew up into Christian homes, they grew up into going to church. Why not at this time of your life just decide that, okay, this God, I have been going to church for years, I've been hearing about you from a distance. I want to know you up close, right? I want to have a relationship with you. I want to know you beyond what I hear people say. So, yeah, to say you love the Lord is one thing, but to actually love Him in your deeds, it's another thing entirely. So, this year is there is still time. This is the best way to begin your next year in this year. So it's not too late to just begin to want to know God more. Understand that God, you can assess Him personally, one on one. You don't necessarily have to assess Him from a distance or hear about Him from a distance. If you've heard about Him from a distance, then come closer to know Him more and to know Him better. See, when you come to know God, there's a way He's so sweet that you feel like you're the most special. I don't blame believers that think that they are better than you, so to say. I know, like, sometimes it's like they overdo it or something, because God loves us all. But like, when you understand how much He loves you, you feel extremely special. You feel so special, you don't care who is next to you. You don't care what's happening to your life at the moment. You don't care the things that you see. But then his love is so 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 amazing. So please, if you fell in one of the categories, just let me know in the comment section. We can catch cruise about it. But also, I indulge you to please and please and please know God for yourself. Have an experience with Him, have an encounter with Him, love Him, study the word. If you've not studied the word, if you've not been studying the word in 2023, from January up until now, my dear, this December is the best time for you to start. You can just start from anywhere. Just pray to Him, seek Him in. I came to realize that in this Christian journey, intentionality is what does it. You have to be intentional, because most times you're not going to be willing, your flesh is going to be tired. You just have so many excuses in your head as to why you can't study or why you can't pray. But I bet you, if you're intentional and consistent, you will eventually see things that you never thought you could see. You would experience God in a way that you've never imagined happens, or people experience God. It's such a beautiful thing to actually experience God. I am not here to criticize anybody. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad or feel terrible. Like I said, I found myself in two of the three reasons I mentioned. I mean, I didn't fall in the third one probably because I'm not a social person. Maybe that's why I did not fall in the third one. Who knows? I would have fallen in the third one too. But then the Lord showed up and He showed me mercy and He showed me favor. And He held me by the hands and lifted me into knowing Him better. Like, I don't know how to end this video. But yeah, if you fell in any of the reasons, any of the wrong reasons people go to church I mentioned in today's video, please leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me which of them you fell into, and tell me more. If there are more reasons why you went to church and I did not mention, please just feel free to write it down in the comment section. But know that I'm going to be doing a part two, because there are so many reasons out there that people go to church, so many crazy reasons. So I'm going to be doing a part two of this video. See you. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell button. YouTube will keep you notified whenever I post a new video. See you in the next one.